This chapter is about security auditing. Security auditing is checking that devices and networks and possible policies used by a company are complying with a standard, a best practice, or a legislation. A auditor would usually conduct some research to the company that has requested a security audit. The company itself can also perhaps ask for a specific kind of audit, even if it isn't required. Audits are usually objective based, which means there are specific things they check off as they check them. Some of these things could be physical security, network security, user policies, security policies, authorization and authentication, possible questionnaires to the staff about various things related to security. As the audit has been completed, a report should be crafted that tells the business about which things they are complying with and which they aren't. This should be minor and major things they are not complying with, depending on if it is a legislation or a standard. And it should clearly show which things they could improve on. The auditors could also provide them with services to fix some of the lacking things in their compliance. Compliance itself is complying to a standard, a best practice, or a legislation. The difference between a standard, a legislation, and a best practice is a standard is a standardized system, usually made by a group, which has shown to be useful. A legislation can use a standard or a best practice for an actual law that is enforced by law. And a best practice is a basic thing. It's not standardized or anything, but it has proven to be useful. A few standards that are used by many companies are ISO 27000 series for information security, but it is also used in cybersecurity to secure information, or parts of the series are actually used for it. A lot of companies that require cybersecurity standardization actually use 27001 standardization, which requires a certified auditor to actually do the standards, give them the certificate for that standard. Also in the banking sector, you have PCI security standard. This is usually just to secure cardholder data in various ways, that the transportation, storage, authorized access, applications, and so on are secure for use.